99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Turn it up. On demand.
Weddings are stressful on the bride, the groom, the family, the anybody who is involved in the wedding in any sort of way or shape or form, you know, from flowers to caterers to photographers and everything. I was like, everything's got to be perfect, right?
Yes, absolutely. And then, things can go wrong and then tensions can run high.
Yeah. So he wants to know if he's the jerk here, right?
Okay. Did this go viral on one of those Reddits? Am I the blank hole? Threads?
Yeah. It did. So he is a friend of the couple who's getting married, and the couple wanted to save a little bit of cash by hiring a friend. Now, he's typically a dog groomer in his professional life, but said, you know what, for $250, I'll shoot your wedding for you,
Okay.
Again, not a professional photographer, but a friend who's like, I see the need and I'll do you a solid. Because photographers for weddings, I don't know how much you spend on yours, but
it's a lot for a really good one.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend upwards of $1,000, couple thousand dollars.
$1,000.
Yeah, for a good wedding photographer. And so he's really kind of cutting him a discount. So as I was saying, kind of a retaliation thing, they were in the middle of the reception, and he was all like, hey, I need a 20-minute break to get something to eat and drink. He tells the groom this, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the groom's like, yeah, like, you gotta keep snapping, man. I'm not going to pay you unless you keep snapping photos.
So the groom's like, no.
Yeah.
And if you don't continue taking pictures, you'll leave and I won't pay you?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
And how long had he been working at this point?
So, it's he'd been working since 11 o'clock in the morning, and it was an all-day event, right? And so,
I guess 10 hours?
And so it was,
man.
He describes it as he was tired, he was hot, it was 110 degrees, no air conditioning. He'd been working since 11. He was like, yo, I just need a 20-minute break to get something to eat and drink. And the groom was like, nope, you got to keep snapping photos, otherwise I'm not going to pay you your $250.
And they're friends. This is a friend.
And the friend was like, he even was like, are you sure? Like, I'm your buddy here. I'm doing you a solid. And I guess, according to the friend, the dog groomer, the groom doubled down and said, no, you got to keep shooting the reception.
Uh-oh. So I'm smelling the retaliation entering the story at this point.
This is where the retaliation happens. So this is where he wants to know, is he the jerk, right? Because the dog groomer turned wedding photographer in front of the groom, deletes all the photos he had already taken, and leaves. And says,
oh, wow.
Not your photographer anymore.
Oh, gosh. Deletes them all.
So
dang.
So now, is he the jerk here for deleting this guy's wedding photos after agreeing to be his wedding photographer for, their wedding?
So this went viral on Twitter. Twitter takes sides. Whenever Twitter, finds out about these things, Twitter takes sides.
Well, sure.
What did Twitter say?
Well, but before I tell you what Twitter said, what do you think?
I think that he's justified in being ticked off, for sure. Completely deleting all of the pictures is real harsh.
Yeah, I might have.
His friend was a real jerk.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have deleted them in the moment. I typically am a little bit more level-headed when it comes to things like that, but I might have, as a symbol, taken the memory card out of the camera and just said, I'm done, and kind of held up the memory camera, maybe stuck it in my pocket or whatever, and walked off.
And walked away?
Yeah. Yes.
I would have walked away. I would have left.
See,
absolutely.
I feel bad because I was this guy at one point in my life. I agreed to video a wedding of some friends, right? Mm-hmm. Now, there were some friends. They were like friends of a friend. Like, they weren't like my small group of friends, but it was like second tier friends, you know?
Okay.
And so they had asked me to video their wedding, and I said, yeah, sure. And I didn't charge them anything because I was like, yeah, that'll be my wedding gift to you. Sure.
Oh, wow. That's a very generous wedding gift because did you like do the whole day thing like he did?
Well, I did. And I was also in college at the time. And so I was taking courses for video editing. So I'm like, all right, maybe I can spin this into some like college.
Oh, it's like a class project.
Yeah. So I can spin into class project and everything. So I never ended up giving them the tape. I lost it. I lost the tape and I never.
They never got the video because you lost it?
But that wasn't because the husband or wife were like made me mad. That was just because I was an idiot and I lost it. So I feel bad. Oh God. So like,
oh no.
I look at this situation and I'm like, okay, I have a little bit of pity on the groom and the bride. However, they shouldn't have been jerks about it. They should have just said, yeah, man, yeah, grab. Yeah, and even if it's a compromise, like, hey, 20 minutes is a bit much. Could you maybe just like run over, grab a sandwich real quick and like eat and shoot at the same time? I don't know. Like maybe there's a compromise in there somewhere. Or the bride and groom should have thought ahead and packed a little like to go lunch for him. But I don't know.
Yeah, so here's the thing. What both of these stories are telling me, and I think all of the wedding photographers and videographers out there are going, hey, these are two real big examples of why you should always hire professionals.
Right. Bethany says his new wife has to be so heartbroken after this. She didn't have her once-in-a-lifetime wedding photos, and she married an a-hole. Tough break.
Oh, yeah, that is tough. It's
that was
the realization that her groom is a jerk,
man.
a gigantic jerk. Treats his friends bad.
Anthony says, look, justified to be mad, but to delete all the pictures was below the belt. Yeah, and that's kind of where I was saying where, I might have walked off the wedding, just been like, yeah, man, I didn't sign up for this. But I don't know if I would have deleted them right in front of him. So anyways.
No, but one person on Twitter said wedding photographers make $2,000 plus each wedding. He was a friend doing them a favor for $250. They denied him food or a lunch break after working 8 hours. I would have knocked their cake over on my exit.
Oh my gosh. So I think we're all kind of saying the same thing that yes, he was the jerk. I mean, no, sorry. No, he was not the jerk.
No, he wasn't the jerk, but I think the retaliation was a bit harsh. Like, I think most of us would have just left, but deleting all of the pictures was wow. Because again, the bride really wasn't playing a part in the story, and I feel like she's the innocent victim, and she's the victim of having a jerk groom.
That's right.
And now no photos from her wedding. That's bad.
All right. So we've tweeted the story out. You can see it at Ben and Kelly Show.